a blessed Saturday to us. There are so many different angles that we can actually use in trying to make this feast very significant as it is traditionally. Murag wala naman niron tungod sa mga na-adjust na schedule, tungod sa pandemic, kanang gitawag nato og Mayflower Festival or May as the month of catechesis, which actually today is the culminating day. Today is the 31st of May. And also it falls on a Saturday, which is Our Lady Saturday. That's the reason why there are so many angles we can take a look into. But I would like to take a little perspective into what is behind in the encounter of the two pregnant women. The other one is 6 months pregnant. The other one is just really has received, no? Wala pa kaabot na pa sa iyang first trimester. Now, both women are for the first time experiencing that grace coming from the Lord. One is old, the other is young. But behind the scene, actually, because the visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary is actually also the so-called encounter, there is that beautiful event that took place, which is the encounter of the Word, who is Jesus, and the voice, who is John. Beginning in the Old Testament from the book of the prophet Isaiah, it has already been said that there is a voice of one crying out in the wilderness to prepare the way of the Lord. And this voice is John. But as we know, the voice or a voice is just simply a voice or noise without content. And this encounter is actually an explosion because the voice is now given the word, because the voice cannot be understood without words. And of course, the word has found its, what we call its means of communication through John the Baptizer. And this is what we actually experience every day in our lives. It's not enough to just be able to gesture or say, or to tell people by not saying. We have to say the word, we have to speak out. But we need a voice. But if the voice has no word, it's just nothing. And this is one of the things that we have to take into account. And we thank the Lord, not only because we are privileged to have been given the voice, but then, ang ato unta nga isulti, ang unod sa atong tingog, should also be gracious, should also be blessings, should also be mga panghinaot alang sa kaayuhan sa uban. Atong likayan ang pagsulti o mga pulong, although sometimes it comes to our system, no? Automatic ra kayo, no? Maning kamuta nga, we are instruments of the good news of the Word made flesh. And every time we see each other and greet each other, bisag hello na lang, this is one way of making us realize that God visits us in the many different ways that He does. And so as we continue this Eucharistic celebration, thanking the Lord for giving us the Blessed Virgin Mary, we also would like to acknowledge that her presence in our lives is someone that encourages us to speak out the word of truth, the word that is beautiful, and the word that actually makes sense every day of our lives. Amen.